have been lonely hiding out by yourself all that time as Initiate Alva in Golden Ridge.
I wasn't hiding, just doing what needed to be done. And I was hardly lonesome. My Aetherwave cereals provided a sufficient proxy for human interaction.
Well, now you're free to assassinate away, and you've got us to help.
That's nice, dear. Not giving up watching my cereals, though.
Who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to try anything on me.
Really? You think that's the right tone to take? You may be ruthless in selling out your partners, but you're a terrible negotiator.
I don't care what you threaten me with. Not only am I smart for taking these supplies, but I'm following Auntie's laws. When scarcity begins closing its fist...
is the perfect time for aggressive capitalists. Buy cheap, hold long, and sell high, and you'll maximize your profits. Don't quote Auntie's laws of dystopian disruption to me. I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly imagine she meant to apply them when it is literally a matter of our life or death.
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmines?
Damn it, Barnett.
Why are you yelling at me? It's not like that's my actual job.
I caught this one hoarding supplies, despite agreeing that there'd be better profit to be had if we pool everything we've got. Ever since the lifts locked down, this pile of sprat excrement has been sneaking off at night to move some of our shared inventory into a little bonus stash only they know about.
You're only mad you didn't think to do it first. The fact that I'm the most up-and-coming go-getter is what's getting you steamed. Admit it. You're jealous.
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body into a vacuum tube, I'm taking all your stuff. I figured you'd see it my way. You may want to step back to keep the blood off your shoes.
But I'm living up to Auntie's principles. We all know we should deeply gouge to create future earnings. Don't be bitter just because I'm the one who actually did it.
I guess you chose to swindle the wrong tube tech.
Resorting to violence.
Who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to try anything on me.
Really? You think that's the right tone to take?
I don't care what you threaten me.
I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly have...
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get...
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Killing... I caught this one hoarding supplies. Ever since...
You're only mad you...
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body...
Of course! I'm doing what is smart and profitable under Auntie's laws. And We do? I mean, of course, you're right. I'm sorry. But I saw a chance to get ahead. And Auntie always demands we take those chances when we see them.
I get it. Of course I thought about it. But I knew it'd be a mistake. And now, thanks to that foresight, my profits will go further since I'm not splitting them.
But I'm living up to Auntie's principles.
I guess you chose...
Resorting to violence.
Well, thank you for your help. Or for letting me solve this. Honestly, I'm not sure who did the killing and who didn't. There's rifts down the hall. Is that what you're asking about? We did see some upper-shelf pharmaceuticals on, the upper shelves. But I think the rifts have claimed them. We've been told to stay the hell away from those things, and that's exactly what we've done. Thank you for your help.
Hope you get the medicine soon. Whenever I change a bandage, I end up spilling more blood than I staunch. Something's wrong with it? Let me see. What in blazes is this? Even I know not to give this to my patients. Law only knows what it would do. Then I can only hope my medical skills are up to the task. Thanks for going on that wild sprat chase for me. Here's your pay. Rest assured, I'll do everything I can to help. Save giving these folks rifted medicaments.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean.
So, you want me to... You want me to take off your top and lather you with cold water just to cure your vanity?
Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat-detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now. Investigating hostile in... Fortificator at ready status. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Say this for my colleagues in the Order. We certainly thought big with the archive.
Another new face, glorious. It is so cold, my fingers appear to be in rigor. I've not slept in 3 days, and I've any number of high-risk patients in need of tending. I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. You've something of import to discuss, I gather? Well, it is shockingly hard to argue with that logic. Nevertheless, supplies are scarce, and if you could offer bits for my services, it would be of great benefit for my bartering. Wonderful. This might actually benefit us both, which is a more balanced equation than I've seen in weeks. That settled, please excuse me. I'd like to return to my other patients. You, again. Lovely. What do you want? Very well.
Is the pain of this wound making me hallucinate? Or are you the unforeseen interloper my scouts have been speaking of? Nobody is sure where you came from, though everyone agrees you were not down here when the doors sealed, and watching you move through these caves is quite the sight to behold. You what? On your own? We've been fighting for weeks to try and gain access to the controls, and you simply waltz in on a whim? Why aren't you just an absolute marvel? What is your goal now? We could greatly use your help if you are willing. That, I fear, is a seriously dangerous proposition. My soldiers were fighting our way into the complex when those bastards activated the fire suppression system. It froze every person fighting inside the complex, Order and the Protectorate both, to solid ice. They sacrificed every soldier they had to keep from losing that building. Wouldn't that have... No. It never even... I was so focused on saving those remaining that it never occurred to me to push forward. I suppose it speaks to how rarely I'd crunch these sorts of equations under stress. As my compatriots died beside me. And now my inexperience has trapped us here. I wish you a swift victory, and may all your equations unveil their integers without error.
ratcheting up my aggression.
Enemy about. Let's see what's inside them. This might sting.
Knocking them down. Mitigating the threat. Sending back to stupefy.
Replenishing my firearm.
That's my job! Anyone standing between us and our goals seems to have a very short life expectancy.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
Yeah.
do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work. Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! Yes, get out there! What did you do? Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? You're what? Quite. Well, Master, I am extraordinarily busy, so please allow me to summon the guards to cater to your every whim. What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Could it activate any additional functionality that could help us? Oh... During the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. I thought the machines whirring to life meant my efforts were successful. Unfortunately, I was mistaken. I most certainly do not. These men and women are dead unless I can find a way to help them. And my time is much better spent working on that than talking to you. Good day. Guards, would you mind escorting this person from my presence?
Resorting to violence.
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
Sowing confusion. Orders are in the red, Commander. Purification in progress. Commander, throwing energy your way. Taking the fight out of them. Knocking them down.
I am renewed!
What in the Sovereign's name? How did you get in here? Don't worry.
Capacitor deployed.
I won't
Free
cause
energy
trouble.
if you can reach
Please
it.
don't hurt me.
Purificator is charged.
Each part supports the system.
I'll handle it.
Lost him. His gate.
The Protectorate endures.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I s-
Huh?
What in the Sovereign's name? How did you get in here? Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just please don't hurt me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait!
Yeah.
You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. What in the name of the Matrix we've been... What did you do? You're... what? Quite. Well, what does it do? How does it work? Please. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Oh, during the Order's assault, I've been working on a For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first son, perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory? Wonderful. This may be the most promising possibility of a breakthrough we've had since I started this experimentation. I'll monitor the subjects for changes while you try your hand in the lab. Just, please, be careful not to trigger the fire suppression system, or I'll end up like those poor sods.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traitors pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into act.
Hostile in
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
What? And just how exactly are we supposed to get that thing moving again? Yeah. Yeah.
Some poor, deranged soul. Better take a gander.
A perfect
Back
society
to it.
demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
Proceeding to attack.
Go through them now.
Locking them down. Mitigating the wreck. Victory and death. Don't break it. Rest of time. My thing. A lot.
Plasma tolerance exceeded.
Yeah!
Standing by to stupefy.
No target, no attention. Wrist weapon prime!
Commander, throwing energy your way. Investigating hostile intent.
Droids discombobulate. They're benumbed, taking the fight out of them. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Like always.
Ordinary.
Almost break it. This might stay. Hold on.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Hope you're not afraid of heights. Looks like we've some jumping to do.
Few days of laboring around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was, if I may cheekily say, cold, bleak, and biting. Yet, rather quickly, I found myself
Can't do it! We're too far!
With the now gelid
Liquefaction in progress. Locking them down. Say the word, I'll start it.
Before the incident. And refreshingly, I can now finish my anecdotes without interruption.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it's this might sting. A lot.
I relish the thought of continuing
Torpificator active. Ready to spread the truth all over it. The 3 and death. Mitigating torpification in progress. Stun weapon ready.
The storage brick is on its way.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
capacitor out. Ready to strike! Fortificator in charge. Mobilizing. Benumbed. Death by dawn. Victory and death. Dawn is breaking. Go for Purification in progress. Taking the fight out of them. This might sting. A lot. I handle this. Let's weapon all of the wrist. That's not wine. At ready status. Reducing. Say the word, not running. Capacitor deployed. Free. They've been numbed. Locking them down.
Mobility interrupted.
Investigating hostile intentions.
We in the Order love to speak of a grand plan, of ordered complexity, where all things have a reason for existing, a purpose to fill. But what purpose is served by hundreds dying senselessly in the cold? The longer this interminable war drags on, the more convinced I become of the universe's dispassionate variability. We must reconcile with this reality, and if we cannot, then perhaps it is time we evolve a new philosophy altogether. It's certainly worth bringing up with the presiding bishop upon my return.
Welcome back, Agent. I trust Laplace's garden is treating you well? In what manner can I assist you? Cool. Look at me, as giddy as a first-year novice. All right, let's listen. No, this isn't right. There must be some mistake. The beliefs advocated here are entirely in opposition with what the Order stands for. I don't suppose you have any other recordings less filled with, despair? Philosophism? What's that? Well, that sounds horrible. It's evident what happened. My colleagues must have gone quite mad in the isolation of their studies. Sad, but perhaps not unforeseeable. Only one certainty remains. These logs must be destroyed. I shudder to imagine the ramifications if other members of the Order were subjected to such nonsensical rantings. Any familiarity with the sunk cost fallacy? Please understand, what's been recorded here borders on heretical. Scientism teaches that the universe is constant, rational, and inalterable. These proofs reject all of that reason in favor of some ineffable manifestation of personal will. Not a big... They are questioning the foundational principles of the entire Order. The damage that could ensue if such philosophies spread is very nearly incalculable. Ordinarily, I'd commend you for keeping such an open mind, but we must be careful that our minds are not so open that all reason slips out. Thank you for your assistance in this, delicate matter. I'll ensure the contents of these logs never pollute the minds of good scholars for all our sakes. I believe I've promised you a reward. Here is that lockbox. I regret I don't have a key, but I'm sure you'll find some way to access its contents. Eventually. What other stray inquiries occupy your mind? Welcome back, Agent. I trust Laplace's garden is treating you well? In what manner can I assist you? Welcome back. In what manner can I assist you? Oh yes, I'm aware. Better to know the spy in our midst than receive a replacement more capable of evading notice. Besides, Miss Doyle's harmless, and she serves the best convictions at the parlor, bar none. Did she express that as her intention? You should do as she asks. Get her that sample. This is an unparalleled opportunity to see the shape of Sub Rosa's web. We only need plant the right fly. After collecting the sample, mix it with this liquid tracer. It'll make the drug functionally inert and allow us to track it wherever it shows up next. Not as such. Not at the moment. However, let me put it this way. Any potential for interference above null is worth keeping an eye on. I have every confidence you will make the right choice. Well, 83.4% confidence, but let's round up, shall we? Here, take this key. It will grant you access to water reconditioning, which you can find on the eastern side of the garden. You will also need this passcode for the terminal inside.
All stock is certified field ready by myself and the Artifice. Please peruse with discernment.
Logic say symmetry. How can that be? Correct in the dividend. Accepting. Plainly see.
I hope you have good news for me. And I'd like to offload some... I hope you have good news for me. You remind me of my predecessor. Greedy as an equation is long. If only she'd had the wisdom to match. But, very well. Can't say you haven't earned it. I knew I had the right person for the job. You've saved me quite the headache. Aw, wondering if you'll ever see me again? Precious. I'll remain in the garden a little while longer, but it would be best if we limited contact with one another. No offense. But who knows? The plan mystifies even the greatest minds. Perhaps our paths will intersect again someday.
Clearance order just came through. You're free to proceed into the
You've returned. Please tell me you bring promising news. That is absolutely amazing news. Then we are going to re-establish contact with the surface. We can evacuate our wounded, resupply, and reinforce. May the plan guide you through this underground nightmare. And may all your equations unveil their integers without error.
You, again. Lovely. What do you want? Then you'll understand if I ask you to leave me be. I've little enough time as is.
Wait! Do not shoot! It's not one of ours. Watch yourself. Hello again. What can I help you with? In earnest? That is the most wondrous and least expected turn of events the equation could produce. That means we should soon be leaving this nightmare behind us. Thank you, stranger. You've saved many lives this day.
The lifts are once again working. I honestly cannot imagine how you've managed such a feat, but on behalf of us all, I am truly grateful. As soon as we finish gathering supplies and rallying together, we'll be returning to the surface. I wonder if this truce will hold or melt in the sunlight.
Thanks for the help. I'm staying here to keep watch on these sorts. Just leave them here alone.
Messy. Efficient, but messy.
Some quality craftsmanship here. Like how y'all think big. I can imagine a few Auntie's product lines might benefit from order engineering. Should we move forward?
For their assigned work. Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea.
Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Felicitations on securing the archive. Though such an outcome was all but inevitable, the plan truly is unfailing. Moving forward, I'll function as your liaison for both Auntie's Choice and the Order, until such time as archive control has been transferred in its entirety back to the Order. In the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top priority. If you've made progress in that area, I'd be pleased to record it. Wonderful! Were we to operate the archive without proper heat distribution, the results would be disastrous. But thankfully, we no longer need to account for that deadly scenario. Punch processing and reactor control have hidden caches with useful items as well. Although, you probably lack clearance to know that. Forget I said anything. Well argued. Very well. I'm certain you will be economical about using Order resources, won't you? Simply use this phrase in the terminal on the archive's top floor. Enumerative exaltation. That will unseal the caches. Return when you've made progress.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Reactor or punch card processing?
I'm not embarrassed to admit I've an interest in seeing more of the innards of this computronic behemoth.